Good evening and welcome to the Board of Health meeting, Monday, April 1st, 2024. We have no hearing scheduled, so we can get right to invoices. Our first invoice is B&D Associates Incorporated, the amount of $240 for our Sharps program. I'll entertain a motion that we accept and pay this as presented.
I'll make a motion to pay.
Okay, this motion, Andrew. Do I have a second?
I will second.
Second, Tom. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so that passes. And we have our minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Public health.
Yes, the Board of Health?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can come in and sit down.
Okay.
You don't have to hover. You can sit over there.
Thank you.
No, I know.
Okay, so I'll make the motion that we accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second that.
Okay, this motion Lyons, second Andrew. Any further discussions? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so that passes. Okay, disposal systems and construction permits. We have a local upgrade at 98 Brenda Ave. Jean Marie.
Yep, this is a repair. They're asking for a couple of variances. Approval from 4 feet vertical separation to groundwater from 5 to 4 feet, greater than 2 minutes an inch. Also, 20-foot setback from in-ground pool to the leaching area, and 12-inch vertical separation between high groundwater elevation and the lowest tank invert. They're asking for a variance of 12 inches to 6.
Okay, what's the reduction in footage?
Yeah, most of them is they want to be a little bit closer to groundwater, and that which is allowed under our code, just so they don't have a big mound in the backyard and a pump. So they're usually within 6 to 8 inches of that, so they're asking for those 3 variances.
Okay, so they're going, on the alinea though, they're going from 20 feet to 17 feet?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
These are tiny lots, not
Okay.
monsters.
All right, I'll make a motion that we accept this variance as presented. That's motion Lyons. Do we have a second?
I will second.
Okay, second Tom. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so that passes. All right, so we have another variance upgrade.
This is a local upgrade, 142 Plymouth Street. This is the one right on the corner of, is it Viking Way, right by the high school? Small lot, wetlands in the back. Across the street, there's a couple of raised systems that are walled, just to give you an idea where we are. So he's asking for, to allow perk rate to be established for a grain size instead of doing a perk test. Requires 20-foot setback from a septic tank. He wants 16 feet. Asking for a 12-foot setback to wetlands. 50 feet is the recommended. And 4-foot vertical separation between high groundwater and the bottom of the soil absorption system. So he's looking for a 4 to 2 foot
Okay.
request.
Yeah, I'll entertain a motion that we accept the upgrade as presented.
I'll make a motion to accept it.
Okay, motion Andrew.
I will second.
Okay, second Tom. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that passes. Okay, and our final
These are
upgrade.
a repair for 502 Summer Street. Asking for to go 1 observation hole and perk test instead of 2 in the vicinity of the soil absorption system. 20-foot setback to the septic system using an impervious barrier. And approval from 212, which requires a 4-foot minimum to eliminate the mechanical pump system. Same deal, they want to get away from the mound and the pump. So they're asking for variances to groundwater.
Okay. I'll make the motion that we accept the upgrade variance as presented, so that's motion Lyons. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Second Andrew. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so that passes. Okay. All right, so. Okay, we have an applicant for 3 parcels. And in this particular scenario, the gallons per day exceeds the limit of the Board of Health. So anything over 10,000 gallons per day requires DEP approval. So this application needs to be directed to DEP for approval, at least under how it's been presented to date. So I'm going to make a motion that we do not accept or deny the application without prejudice. And then if anything changes, the applicant can approach the Board of Health again. But because of the size of the project, and it's, the project is close to 30 gallons per day, it really requires DEP approval. So, on the applications for Winter Street, map 104, lot 0, Winter Street, map 109, and Winter Street, map 109, lot 10. I'm going to make a motion that we do not accept or we deny this application without prejudice. So that's a motion Lyons. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, that's motion Lyons, second Andrew. Okay, is there any further discussion? Any questions,
No,
comments, criticisms? Okay, all right. So any further discussions? Hearing none. All in favor of denying the application without prejudice based on the gallons per day exceeding the Board of Health's authority, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so the application is denied. I'm just gonna put this on pause for a second. We love company, so I don't know, are you
They're
guys
coming
here
up
just,
next.
just for the, for audience, or contributing to the laugh track, or?
They're here for a food establishment.
Okay,
just
all right,
wanting
fair
to
enough,
hear you
all right.
approve it.
Okay, well, welcome, we're on our way. Well, look at that, food service establishment, okay. Let's see, we have 2 renewals for mobile food permits, Elsie's Treats LLC and Great Grandma Flaherty's. Okay,
And both applications are,
okay, great, thank you. So I'll make a motion that we accept these 2 renewal permits as presented. That's motion Lyons, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, so that's motion Lyons, second Andrew. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so that passes. And we have two new,
one is a new ownership,
really?
yes.
Wow, okay.
Ashland Farms, down by, across from the Y.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right, so we have a food service establishment, Ashland Farm Dairy is gonna be under new ownership. And then new food service establishment. Mickey's Hot Dog, is that gonna be a brick and mortar?
This is them.
Oh, okay. Which one's Mickey?
It's a dog.
Okay. All right, I guess I should have found that information out beforehand. I didn't. Well, that's, now, I do have, are you gonna be having, is this a brick and mortar?
Yes.
Where are you gonna be located?
It's at 349 North Bedford Street. Unit
349 North Bedford Street?
Mhm.
So, I'm just 349, so that's up near,
Busy Bee used to be there.
what's that?
Busy Bee used to be there.
Okay, great, okay, yeah, all right. No, I used to work in that, at 349, sounds awfully familiar. Okay, all right, well, well, let me get this voted in. Then we'll pop the champagne after it.
Okay.
Okay, so, these two new food establishments,
Applications are complete.
all right, fantastic, thank you. So, I'd be honored to make the motion that we accept these as presented.
I'll second that.
Okay, that's motion Lyons, second Andrew. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so that passes. Well, congratulations,
Thank you.
at least from our standpoint. I'm sure there's other hurdles to jump through,
Yep.
but welcome.
Thank you very much.
When's your grand opening?
As soon as all the hoops are jumped through, so I gotta,
I mean, you have like a soft target date or a
I'm hoping for June 1st.
June 1st? Okay, all right,
Yeah.
great. Excellent, all right, very good. Okay,
We'll send you the info in the mail.
Okay,
So that your inspections do, so call me for those.
okay. Should I go down to the town clerk tomorrow or anything?
If you want to come by tomorrow, in the morning, why don't you come by, because I do have you folder, because you still have something that you have to submit down to the select board.
Okay,
Okay?
perfect.
So you're all set,
Thank you very, very
You're
much.
welcome.
all right, guys, have a good night.
Go on.
and I know you do. But I'm, yeah.
Okay, so we have one septic hall permit, which is a renewal.
And application is complete.
Okay, thank you. I'll entertain a motion that we accept J. McKinnon Incorporated's septic hall permit as presented.
I will make a motion.
Okay, so that's motion Tom. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second Andrew. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that passes. We have a renewal on an installer's license, Advanced Earthworks.
And his application's complete also.
Okay, great, thank you. I'm gonna make the motion that we accept the installer's license for Advanced Earthworks as presented. So that's motion Lyons. Do we have a second?
I will second.
Okay, a second Tom. Any further discussions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have one betterment loan application for 56 Davenport Road.
And their application for the betterment loan is complete.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion that we accept the betterment loan as presented.
Application, can I just make? sure?
Application, I apologize, thank you.
I'll make a motion to accept it.
Okay. Okay, that's motion Andrew, do I have a second?
I will second.
Okay, second Tom. Any further discussions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, so that passes. Okay, so on our agenda, we have the PFAS discussion. Did we get a deck over to planning?
I sent him our folder. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, you know, the deck that the
Oh, the
intern.
presentation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, all right, so I'll follow up with
to Roy.
Roy.
That's who I sent it to.
Okay, and then see if he's dispersed that to the rest of the board and get some thoughts from him. Okay, so we have health agent updates. Jean Marie?
Okay, a lot of it you've already taken care of, so we don't have to deal with that. Site assessment, i.e. perks and observations, we didn't have any new construction. 755 Crescent Street, 74 East Street, 50 Elijah Lintham Way, 655 Plymouth Street, and 502 Summer Street. I did perks, field work for them. New construction, we already talked about. Repairs, 98 Brenda, 142 Plymouth, 502 Summer, we've already talked about that. Systems under construction. New construction, we're working on the Daisy Lanes, 15 and 17 Daisy Lane, 112 Cedar Street. Repairs, 184 Belmont, 133 West Street. Food inspections, I did a routine at Sawtucket Pizza, they did well, and Johnny Macaroni's, they did well too.
So on here, you've got a call out, it says with paper backup if needed, so
Oh,
that's.
I do them electronically,
Right, I get that.
and sometimes I get out there and I don't have
There's no reception or.
no reception, or
Okay.
sometimes the iPad kind of goes out of
So
batteries and stuff.
in that situation, do you come back to the office and enter the paperwork, the
Yes.
paper form into the system electronically?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll do a paper if they don't have email there. Some of our older folks.
Okay.
I'll leave them a paper copy and come back
Okay.
and do it electronically. Beavers, we haven't done the second drone flight because it's still flooding out there.
Okay, so I saw a note today, and I didn't get a chance to click in, so is this the pictures that, is this the
That was for the March one.
Wanted them to have.
Oh, okay. So I guess you have packets of the last one. But we were gonna do another one because some of the dams we can't see because they're flooded. So as soon as the water level drops a bit, we'll probably do that.
Okay, so this is, if we click through what was sent out today,
You get
this
pictures.
is what we, okay, all right. So, what is this telling us? I mean, I see the dams.
That it's pretty flooded out there. And you could only
Okay, but
spot,
they've got 6 dams confirmed, is that correct?
yeah,
And they're gonna attempt another flyover tomorrow?
no,
No.
probably not this week with the rain coming in.
Okay,
Probably gonna wait a bit. And I can tell you it hasn't dropped. We're not doing perks and we're not parking. That's why not a lot of systems are
Okay.
going in right now. It's a little too wet.
so after the next flyby, then they're gonna determine course of action?
Mosquito control will determine course of actions, then they will be submitting to the conservation in both
Right, okay.
East Bridgewater and Whitman.
Both here in Whitman, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, what else after the beavers?
Bridge Street landfills, the RFP is still out at Sampson and Weston. I haven't got any movement on that. It's just ready to wait for the engineers to send it back. Emerging public health concerns, flu, COVID, and RSV, respiratory virus, are on the decrease. Very much have dropped off, which is typical with winter stuff. German measles and chickenpox are increasing. I expect after April vacation, we'll probably see a bump in that from people who've been on planes and airports, et cetera, et cetera. And the TB case is being monitored.
Okay.
The Seniors Council on Aging Fair is in June. We typically will have a table there with the public health nurse who will do blood pressure and cholesterol or glucose. I forget which.
We don't know yet.
Yeah,
What's the day of that, June?
I think it's the 6th, Thursday the 6th. It's the Thursday. When's our dog clinic, tonight?
Okay, the 6th, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
and from like 10 to 1.
All right. So, and then all right. So then there was a request that came over from the nurse regarding
Yes.
glucose and cholesterol monitoring. So there's an attachment on the back of this email. So Jean Marie, is this just showing us what the prices are?
So
know
this
what
is,
that is.
Heather sent this to me, and Jean Marie just requesting if she could get glucose and cholesterol strips for the June fair. Currently, she's saying she can run 20 tests for $120 at the moment, and she has supplies for 50 more tests in the office. So she wanted to know if the board would approve, and you can come up with a number for the June fair. They are 120,
20 tests for 120.
yeah.
They're about $1 a piece, right? Is that what my math is coming out to? So it's 120 for $120?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay. All right, so can we, all right, now what about the actual physical, the equipment itself?
That was gotten through a grant through the Council on Aging, I think.
Okay, so she's working with Council of Aging on the actual equipment, and then she's asking us for the test strips.
For the supplies.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Jean Marie, could you reach out to HPHEG to see if there's any funds or anything available through them?
I will.
Okay.
Typically, when they grant us money for something, all 6 towns get it. So
Okay, I mean,
I will.
you don't get what you don't ask for.
Nope, you're absolutely
So-
right.
Let's try that route first, and then maybe poke around and see if there's anything that the state's got out there, and then we'll, if not, then we'll see what we can do is looking at the budget.
So we can bring this back on the agenda
Yeah.
for May. Okay,
So
perfect.
what do you think at 40 to 60?
What's that?
So we're thinking 40 to 60, so I'm looking at what, 240?
Well, we'll put something together and bring it
Yeah,
back.
exactly, yeah, no, I thought you just said you were looking
eyeballing.
at 120,
That's how much.
so, okay.
I'm
Well,
thinking 40 to
she
60
currently
tests.
has 20, and they're 20 strips for $120. So if this is gonna be used for the fair, you know, I'll talk to Nancy
Okay,
and see
so it's
typically how many people come through and Heather.
So, what's this here, this is available on Amazon?
I
Because I'm looking here
totally
at fry
confused on
oil,
that one too. so-
fry oil saver, but then there's strips in here.
Yeah, these were, this was a mistake having it. This was just test strips for something else in regards to the pool supply and stuff that Jean Marie did.
That's
on
what you
her
ordered
end.
last year's, because ours.
So I saw test strips and I thought that meant
Okay,
for Heather.
okay, all right.
So put an X through it, please.
That's why I went, what was that? Um,
All right, so we'll try to figure that out before, how long, what's our lead time to order and get those in?
I mean, it's Amazon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's Amazon, I'm sure.
Okay, so we're not talking 4 weeks out or anything
No.
like
No,
that?
and Heather, I'll be speaking with Heather too, and I'm sure she has her contacts and all that information, so.
Okay,
Yeah, we're not gonna meet till the end of April for HPAC before they can,
Yeah, nope, that's fine. So then you have one more item,
yep. Where am I? No.
9.
Oh, sorry. PFASs, does the board want to make a decision on whether or not you want to do a public hearing for that? A moratorium?
yeah, we can put that on our May,
I have to put the
Well-
advertisement out and all that, that's why I'm
Yeah.
say that
asking.
again?
I have to do the advertisement in the paper and.
Right, but is May 6th, does that give you enough time to,
Yeah, I mean, we can do May
Okay.
6th.
Yep. Okay. We just needed a date from you guys. Okay.
okay, and then, as the last item here, well,
Actually, I have 2 items left.
okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Did you put this in there?
What?
The tobacco control?
No, we didn't.
We just
It's on the
received
agenda.
today from the South Shore Tobacco Control that we had one person who did not pass a compliance check.
Okay, this South Shore who?
The Sarah McLaughlin, she was the woman that was here, the group that was here. a
Oh,
couple weeks ago.
for
It says MHOA on
tobacco
it.
cessation.
Yeah, we had one establishment that did not pass the compliance test and is in violation. They got a warning letter from FDA, Federal Food and Drug and Tobacco, and no action is necessary on the board's part at this time.
Okay, so the Massachusetts.
That's the important one, I guess. Do you guys have this, or do you need me to send it to you?
No, we have one.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Do we know what they did to violate it?
They probably don't have the signs up.
Didn't have the signage, right?
And I'm putting together a bunch of stuff like the signs, but they ran out at the state level. So I have like 4 or 5 upstairs, but I'm getting like more. So when I go out to do my next set of rounds on food inspections, I'll make sure that I give them signs, which we do every 6 months or so for them.
Okay. What else?
The last thing is we had the Halifax group gave us a limited number of solar glasses, 200.
Solar glasses,
So I gave, as I always do, gave 100 to the Council on Aging, and we had 100 upstairs. We now have about 22 left. Some people are happy about it, some people aren't, because some people you can't give enough things to. But we've been limiting it to 1 or 2 per household, depending on whether a husband and wife comes in or just one person. And we will be out before the eclipse, I am sure. The library has some, and the schools are giving out some, but those are totally different income sources than ours. And sorry if I didn't let you guys know, it just kind of came in last week.
And this is a program that originated through HPHEG, something that they initiated on their own.
They gave each of the 6 towns 200 of them, yep. I typically will split them. You know, half goes down to the Council on Aging and half will stay here.
Okay. Okay. And then we let the community know how.
We put it out on our web.
Nope, it was just on the website from the town administrator's office. So it was on the front of the website for the town.
And I think the Council on Aging put it in their newsletter for this month.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions about the program at all?
I bought some.
All right.
They're inexpensive, yeah.
What else? Is that it?
That's it for us, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I will entertain a motion to adjourn the Board of Health meeting for Monday, April 1st, 2024.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Okay, this
I will second.
motion Andrews, second Tom. Any further discussions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and that concludes our meeting for Monday, April 1st, 2024. Oh, and our next meeting is May 6th. Yep. Okay. Great, thank you, everybody.